Well, fancy seeing your face here. Come to get your dose of motorcycle news? Those beautiful things on two wheels? Well, you're in the right place, since that's exactly what we do here. Imagine that. And today we're taking an in-depth look at Triumph's latest offering. At the beginning of the year, they put out their limited edition Rocket, which has the largest engine in a production motorcycle on the planet. Packed with all sorts of 2019 electronics, the 750 motorcycles made by Triumph were already sold out before any had gotten to their owners. Last week, however, they revealed a new production Rocket 3, and to sweeten the pot, there are now two models to choose from: the Rocket 3R and the Rocket 3 GT Grand Tour. Stick around while we look at them from every angle. Get your motorbike news in a pleasant way. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Power, power, power. Triumph did the sensible thing and didn't play around with the engine of the production model, so you will find the monster still proudly bears the title of the largest engine in a production motorcycle at 2.5 liters, while putting out 165 brake horsepower and an absolute crazy number of 221 Newton meters of torque. Again, the largest amount of torque in any production motorcycle. I bet that if you pull off a bit too fast from a traffic light, you might just be able to spin the planet a little instead of the tire. Another advantage of the torque you get on this bike, apart from moving planets of course, is that from 2500 RPM to almost 6000 RPM, remember the bike redlines at 7000, you always have more than 200 Newton meters of torque available to you. Again, crazy numbers all around. And with great power comes great responsibility. Brakes. The more power you have, the better brakes you need. Triumph didn't skimp out on anything here, and you get the highest specification Brembo Stylema calipers on both models. Suspension wise, we are also talking premium kit here with Showa on the front and back, all of these adding to a very comfortable touring experience. Compared to the previous version of the Rocket, the engine has been heavily reworked. Triumph skipped upgrading the older model to the Euro 4 standard, so it was unable to sell it in Europe in the past couple of years, but it's now come back with a Euro 5 certification and major changes. The end result is 11% more power and a massive 18 kilograms shed in weight, even if the engine is 200 cc's larger than its predecessor. Now that is some good engineering. The Brits still have it, I see, Dave. Maybe we should move there. Speaking of shedding weight, the bike is still a monster, hovering around 290 kilograms, depending on which model you go for. But apart from the 18 kilograms shaved off by the engine, the frame is the real star of the show. In total, the bike has lost 40 kilograms of weight, and a lot of that is thanks to a new aluminium frame, which uses the engine as a stressed member. Bringing the bike into the 21st century is a whole array of electronics and other goodies. Everything from riding modes to hill hold control is packed into this bike. The TFT instrument panel has been redesigned and is now angle adjustable for optimum visibility, and the following come as standard on both models of the Rocket: cornering ABS, cornering traction control, 4 separate riding modes, all LED lighting, hill hold control, cruise control, keyless ignition, that's a nice touch for standard equipment, and the creme de la creme, USB charging. Yes, finally the most longed after $1 piece of kit. That's probably how much it cost Triumph to put it in there. USB charger for all your USB charging needs. No more adapters, separate plugs, or what have you. I'm a lot more excited about this than I should, aren't I? And that is not where all the presents from Triumph stopped. I've been reading about this in the press release, but I am unable to find it in any of the photos. It, however, seems like the instrument cluster, the buttons that you actually press, are backlit. Another first, as far as I know. People have been asking for this forever in the comments, and it seems that Triumph was the first to deliver. I don't know of any other bike with illuminated buttons, so let me know if there's one out there and I'm wrong, but all I can say is thank you, Triumph. All of the other goodies like pressure sensors, navigation, quick shifter and the like are not standard but can be purchased as optionals. So a very well equipped bike so far. The handlebars on the GT are more pulled back, which when combined with more forward foot controls gives a more relaxed riding position, making it better for grand touring. The GT's twin seat is also 23mm lower, making it easier to get your feet down, while the passenger pad has a small backrest to help the pillion feel more secure. The GT also comes with a small screen and heated grips. However, all of the parts that differentiate the models are interchangeable and adjustments can be made to the foot pegs and handlebars, so you should be able to configure any of the models to suit you perfectly. Color-wise, you get two different paint schemes for each model, and they are your usual set of boring black, grey or silver with some red thrown in there. Triumph says that the bikes will be available at your local dealer in December, so that's good news if you live in the southern hemisphere, which I don't. Nothing yet regarding the price, but considering the limited edition Rocket 3 was $29,000, the mass-produced version should be hovering around the $20,000 mark, which is really not bad for all that you get. A motorcycle with the world's largest engine, power and torque for days, and packed to the brim with electronics and other goodies. And let's not forget the illuminated switches. Out of all of the motorcycles that I do research on for videos on this channel, this is one of the only ones that has put a little sparkle in my eye. It really does have something special about it, and apart from Triumph making some sort of adventure off-road capable version of it, I know it's crazy, but that's what I want. What are your thoughts on it? Has it also got a new All Excited as well, or would you have wanted more? Let us know in the comments. Well, that's the show, everybody. Give it a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our patrons to help us make more of these videos. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.